quite achievable. Like from the library, like better maintenance of the computer, better food in the vending machines because food fuels the brain. What else? Like deadlines, like assessment deadlines. They need spread out. I think that definitely is achievable with like discussion with lecturers. I think that is key. Yeah, I think all my points are achievable. Like I haven't set any like big points because I don't want to make false like promises that I can't keep. The point that I really want to get is a room for parents and their children in the library. That is like that's been in my head for so long. Parents sit in the library with their kids and the kids are screaming and you can just tell that they're so uncomfortable because people are looking at them, and it is aggravating, like as a student, but I know I'm not in the library so I can't really talk. But yeah, so that would be one of my main focuses.
Well, unlike the other candidates, I've taken a bit more of a simplistic approach. As opposed to having 9 to 12, however many points, I've narrowed down to 3. 3 points I think are most important. The STARS programme, mental health and well-being, and the satellite campuses. The points that I made in my manifesto, whilst they may sound simplistic, they're achievable, and they will be able to then help me achieve and address or even highlight other more pressing issues. So then, while establishing this system, I'll be able to not only achieve my 3 points, but also every other point on other people's manifestos.
Well, with my manifesto, I don't personally believe I've put anything in it that can't be achieved in a 12-month period. I've gone for a range of issues that affect all students and that are definitely big issues on campus. There's nothing in there I couldn't get done in 12 months, but my key focuses would be the sort of rebranding of the STARS system to bring it back in line with what students need, the library facilities, encouraging again SABs to go out to other campuses and meet them, and I think one point I mentioned was alternative freshers and societies fairs for students such as the nurses that need to be accommodated for because they can't necessarily make the normal ones through no fault of their own.
All of them. I wouldn't have put them on there if I didn't think I could have done them all in a year. I truly believe that every point on my manifesto is doable in a year and is achievable, and that's why they're all on there in the first place. There are obviously tons of other things that I'll hopefully get done throughout the year, helping out with other SABS projects and other things that just crop up out of the blue, but I definitely know for a fact that I can get everything done on my manifesto in a year.
I think that's a really hard question because when I look at my manifesto, I see everything as reachable, and I didn't put anything on there that I didn't think was possible. But out of all of my points, I think one that's probably the most achievable is the changes that I'd like to make within the student representation with STARS, with the student engagement officers, which is actually 2 of my points, but to amalgamate them and to make it much easier for students to get their voices heard within their different year groups, different courses. We have such a widespread here at Chester, which is one of our biggest pluses, but actually it means that you've got to be quite precise in what you want from the students. So I think changing STARS to be more accessible by all, more transparent in what they're doing and how their work and how they're benefiting you, and holding more forums, getting more regular meetings, and implementing and working with student engagement officers that work for the university to try and push the proposal and work with them to get a student engagement officer within every department would benefit so greatly that it would probably be the easiest to do just because of the sheer wealth of the project and the benefit onto the students.